Hello, I thought I would talk about the adpicolypse because that seems to be what we should talk about right now. My take on it, which probably isn't any more interesting than any of the others. This is all because of a t-shirt which says socialism is for figs, which is hilarious because it's a play on words, meaning that it's for fags, meaning gay people, and the only people that are allowed to say fags are gay people. Got to work on that. So this guy, this fag, Carlis Mazo from Vox, I'd heard of him. I don't watch that crap, but he's such a weaselly little prick. He's the milk monitor from school. He's the one that got his head shoved down the toilet and flushed, and spent the rest of his sort of childhood and adolescence scheming at how he can get back on stronger people, bullies and stuff like that. But now he is the bully, clearly. But he doesn't think. He'd think I'd be a bully, where clearly he has all the power. He could, if he discovers this video, if this flags up, Winston Smith's taxi's gone. And I'm on 2 strikes already. So the third one will finish off this channel. It's going to happen at some stage. Let it happen. I have another channel. I have the gist will do, and I'll just carry on there. Anyway, I'll come on to that in a minute. So yeah, I want to just talk about YouTube because I love YouTube. I live here. My first experience would have been, I don't know, like 15 years ago when I was looking for Gilbert the Alien video clips. Now he was a children's puppet character who was just hilarious. One of the funniest things you'd ever see. By all means, pause this, go and have a look for Gilbert the Alien, and then you can come back and tell me how funny you found him. But then, you know, I'm into like sports and cooking. I don't do sports, obviously. I do cooking. But then I sort of discovered Christopher Hitchens and Sam Harris, and this sort of led me towards my Trump derangement syndrome, which I had for about a year until I finally red pilled, and then full circle, I'm here now, Winston Smith's taxi, defending Trump quite often, although still sometimes bad Trump. So I want YouTube to survive. I think that if they don't change this stuff, if they do go under, I think it's more like a death by 1,000 cuts. Because I would say, without any facts and figures to hand here, just my assumption that normies make up by far the majority of people on YouTube. So the most people won't notice that channels like this have gone, or Sargon has gone, or Stephen Crowder. I doubt it. I could be wrong on that one. Maybe there is huge numbers of people going there to these things. So it may not notice, first of all. I suppose it depends on how much shareholders are prepared to tolerate losses of money. Are the shareholders equally ideological in their political mindset as the people that run YouTube, and obviously the people that hound YouTube to, like this little prick Carlis Mazo, sorry, little gay, lispy, queer Carlis Mazo. But eventually YouTube, yeah, they go, I suppose. So this sort of leads me back to Trump. So we seem to be waiting for him to do something, and he does seem like the guy that could actually do something if the will is there. And I think it is there. I know that they have a page attached to the White House website where people in America that have been victims of unfair, biased censorship by whatever tech giants with social network platforms, and so hopefully they're collating hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of examples that they can use as a weapon to actually start controlling social media. So the obvious ways to control it would be to introduce some sort of Bill of Rights, which guarantees every single person's free speech. On there, obviously, you can have certain things that are not allowed. It's fine. I think most reasonable people would not want to watch people's heads being cut off, and will not want to watch people committing suicide and, you know, just general like actual violence and things like that. But, you know, there's I know there's a few people that would want to watch that. It's weird. So a Bill of Rights or something, or he can label them as editors, because they are behaving like editors, because they are picking and choosing which channels are permissible, that are halal, not haram, and that makes them editors, which makes them liable to copyright claims. So let's either get one of them things on the go, please, Mr. Trump. One thing that you could do immediately, which would really hurt Twitter, is by going off of Twitter and just going on Gab. But your last tweet, you can now find me on Gab. Oh, just do it. Just do it. The shitstorm that will cause for Twitter, because everybody that likes Trump and follows him, but also everyone that hates him and follows him, and all of the psychos in the media that just live there following him, they'll have to go to Gab to see what he's doing. And they will probably then re-gab them onto tweet. Does that work like that? I don't know. I don't do either one. So, please do that. Please do that. So, obviously we've got to talk about other social network platforms, which I am on some, but really do very, very little there. And it's something I need to address, but there's only so much time, right? So this video will appear on BitChute, and to everyone that does watch me on BitChute, thank you ever so much. I just don't go over there, hardly ever, so I'm never going to be engaging in the comments, and I know that probably will stunt the channel's growth there. I don't even know how many people subscribe to me there. My other channel's on there as well, the Gist Will Do, which is there, my backup channel for when I get my third strike. I am on Gab, although I've never gabbed. I've never put one thing on there. I am on Minds. I went over there recently. That was from watching Tim Pool. That I like, actually. It's very, very much like Facebook. Telegram, what's that about? I don't get it. I went on there as suggested by Tommy Robinson, and then I knew the Rev was there, and we connected. And then, oh my God, there's just how many hundreds and hundreds or even thousands of comments just kept coming through, and I was like, pause that. How do I get out of that group or something? It was too much. And then yesterday, as recommended again by the Rev, I logged on to MeWe, and all those things I'm there. Sorry, as Winston Smith's Taxi, you should be able to find me. So if and when these current social media giants, the platforms, do go, I suppose we're left with a sort of a bit like Betamax and VHS, if you remember that. Who's gonna come out as the front runner, or something else that we don't yet know about, I suppose. So there we go. Yeah, that's pretty much my bit on the adpocalypse. I hope YouTube survives, because this is my final bit, and this is my selfishness, right? I just over a year ago, I set up my cookery channel there. What's that? What's it called? Oh yeah. Thanks for asking. Uncle Matt's Cookery Lessons. And it's just a straight channel. It's nothing to do with this. It's just me cooking. But I genuinely harbour hopes that one day that might be my job. That might actually be something that I earn my money through doing, by cooking, which I love, and then eating it, obviously, because I am a quite good cook, and editing the videos, and I just love it. And if that was my job, I would be the happiest little chap ever. And I worry that YouTube might well be gone before I get there. I know, obviously, I can still find these other platforms, and that channel is on other platforms as well, which I'm trying. I'm trying Instagram. Don't really get it. Something called CookPad. So I'm trying to do those things for that channel. So this is my selfishness. I don't want YouTube to go. I want it to sort itself out and stop pandering to these lunatics. But I fear that within, the next few years, it probably won't even be around anymore. Or maybe it will. Who knows? I could just be wrong, and we could all be gone in the gulag, and YouTube and everyone sailing off with Carlis Mazo leading the way. Oh, God. He would. He's the site, and he'd be like Trotsky. He'd be finding out all the different ways that he could torture people to death, because he's a nasty, vicious little beep. Anyway, this one's over, and so might be Winston Smith after talking about Carlis Mazo. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.